Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me. Back at it again with another part of What If Naruto was trained by Master Roshi. If you didn't watch last part, I recommend you watch that before watching this one. But, quick little recap. He basically trained under Master Roshi and Jiraiya, and now where we left off was the quote-unquote start of the final fights. Okay, let's get right into it. Alright, so the fight starts between Naruto and Gara. Naruto flies in and seems like he can't land a shot. Trying everything. Just pushing his limits. He sees this sand wave that just towers over him. And it's gonna crush him. And all you hear is sand coffin. Naruto then wakes up from his dream. Damn. Day before the exam and I get a dream like that? Ugh. Not a good omen, I guess. Naruto gets out of bed, does his normal routine, and begins to make his way to the final exam. And realizes that there are people missing. It's like Sasuke's not here, but he doesn't fight in like 3 rounds. But Zaku, that Zaku guy, he's nowhere to be found. Yeah, that's a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a bad feeling about this. The proctor begins the first fight and says it will be Neji versus Hinata. Ready? Fight! Neji just immediately is like antagonizing Hinata, like, Hinata, quit now. Like, you cannot handle it. Like, you cannot handle me. You can't break destiny. Like, you're just useless. Head of the Hyuga clan for nothing. You're just a good for nothing, like, user of the Byakugan. And like, Hinata just refuses. And they just both begin to fight. Both using the gentle fist. With the gentle fist, they begin to just beat the hell out of each other. Or at least that's what it seems like. And then after what seemed to be an even battle, it seemed as if Hinata was losing ground, getting hit directly in the chest, coughing up blood. Give up, Hinata. It's over. Naruto kind of leans over the railing, screaming like, "Don't give up! You can do it, Hinata!" And Hinata looks up and sees Naruto smiling and just gives her a nice thumbs up. And her resolve even stronger. She looks at her arms with the little bruises on them, signifying that her chakra points were closed on her arms, begin to just heal, begin to go away. The chakra points just that were originally closed from all the strikes before begin to just open back up miraculously. Her physical and inner abilities are just now being amplified. Hinata, not knowing like what is going on, just decides to just go at Neji full speed, striking Neji with 8 trigrams, 64 palms, winning the fight, surprising everybody there, except for one person, Naruto. Naruto realizing that Neji has been just basically like putting Hinata down for like this whole time, and even since the beginning of like the Chunin exams. He basically decided to lend some of his ki, giving her that extra boost, and hopefully showing Neji that destiny is not always what it seems. Well, hopefully. The proctor walks up and goes, "Hinata wins!" And Mike Guy, Rock Lee, Tenten, they're all just shocked. Like, no way, Neji just lost? How did Neji lose? Like, I didn't think I'd actually see this. The proctor walks up and goes, "For the next fight, it's Kankuro versus Shikamaru." And the proctor basically is ready to start the fight. Then Kankuro kind of turns looking at the crowd and looking kind of spacey and concerned, decides to just forfeit. He just raises his hand, he's like, "I forfeit." Shikamaru is the winner. Shikamaru looking at Kankuro is just thinking like, there's something up. what's going on? Him and Naruto make eye contact, and they both shake each other's, like shake heads at each other, like, yeah, I know. Naruto now, like, is super suspicious on what is happening. Goes over to Kakashi and tells him that something doesn't seem right, and just to be on alert. Kakashi, already thinking the same thing, agrees. Now for the next fight, the proctor announces, it's Sasuke versus Rock Lee. The fight starts with Sasuke being way faster than Lee at this point, going through that same training he originally did. Lee barely is able to keep up, just dodging a lion's barrage attempt by Sasuke, until you hear something from the crowd. Lee, do it, Lee. Kai-sensei, are you sure? Yes, Lee. Show him your power of youth. Lee begins to basically take off these leg weights and looks to the crowd and he goes, this feels much better, and drops the weights. Sasuke is looking at him like, what the heck is he doing? Like, those are just some weights. And the weights just hit the ground, making this huge cloud of smoke as Rock Lee just bursts out of the smoke. Sasuke now back on the back foot, activates his 3-Tomo Sharingan that has been developed through like just crazy amounts of training and what he's been through in the forest. And he's able to somewhat take the advantage back, realizing this Lee decides to push himself even farther, activating the first gate, trying to hit Sasuke with the primary Lotus, but Sasuke just gets out of the way with a substitution jutsu. Then opening the second gate, getting a massive advantage, but not just enough to put Sasuke away, until he opens the third gate and begins beating Sasuke down, until Sasuke just gains enough footing. Looking at Lee, Sasuke begins to throw up hand signs, and all you hear is crackling, and surge comes from Sasuke's hand, and you hear him say, Chidori! And this lightning is coursing through his arms. Sasuke looks at Lee and Lee looks back at him. It's like this non-verbal like decision that this would be the last blow of the fight. Charging at each other with the Chidori and the third gate of Rock Lee. Rock Lee slightly underestimates what Sasuke's speed is at this current point, thinking that Sasuke's speed isn't gonna be up to par, but through the use of the Chidori, Sasuke has increased speed just enough to keep up, or maybe even faster. They both collide, and this huge cloud of smoke appears. And as it clears, they both lay on the ground until Sasuke stands up, but just barely. Right before the match was called though, Lee stands up as well, but not coherent. Complete blank stare in his eyes. He just passes out as my guy runs over and grabs him and pulls him away. You did good, kid. You did good. The winner is Sasuke Uchiha. The proctor then announces the final fight of the first round of the finals. Next fight is Naruto Uzumaki versus Gara. Naruto begins kind of sizing up Gara, thinking, okay, this guy has this protection that he uses. It's just all based around his sand. So if I can get around that, I think I can actually inflict some damage on him. Flying around him, he's throwing punches, hoping to crack through his defense, but really with no luck. But frankly, he could tell that he's definitely faster than just Gara himself, but the sand is what is truly protecting him. Realizing that he needs to really turn up the pace, he decides to summon shadow clones and attack Gara from multiple sides. And then while he's distracted, he makes 2 Rasengans and slams them into Gara, doing minor damage to his armor. Gara, now pissed, decides to go on the offensive, sending piles and streams of sand at Naruto, who begins to move as fast as possible. While this is happening, Naruto sends 2 of his clones away to charge up an attack, without anybody realizing it. After dodging a little, you hear, Thundershock surprise attack! From both sides, shocking Gara. Gara completely just neutralized at this point. Like from both sides. Naruto begins to say, Ka Me Ha Me Ha! Launching a massive beam to the stunned Gara. As the smoke clears, Gara lays there lifeless until he crumbles into sand. A clone? Gara pops up behind Naruto, slamming him into the ground. As Naruto looks up, a huge wave towers above him. He gulps, just like my dream. Am I going to? No! As the sand covers him, you can hear him say very, very, very quietly, Kaioken. The sand explodes off of him. A red aura blasts that sand away. Coming out is a slightly more bulked up Naruto. In confusion, everybody in confusion in the stands. Guy thinks, is this the gates? No, this is something different. Stronger than that, maybe. It's not just feeding into his physical body. It's just it goes deeper. But I can't tell what he's using. Naruto charges at Gara, leading a clean blow, and launches 3 Rasengans at him. Gara, in desperation, begins his transformation, entering that cocoon state. Naruto, realizing that he is just defending, charges up. Ah! Kaioken times 2! Rasengan Barrage! Multiple shadow clones blast Gara with Rasengans from multiple sides, blasting the protection with various Rasengans and penetrating the armor. Naruto stands there looking around. Did I do it? Or just... And all you hear is, my blood! It's my blood! A genjutsu was set over the entirety of the crowd, and Kankuro and Tomari jump down and try to get Gara out of there. What? What's going on? Naruto, completely confused, looks up and sees the majority of the crowd is passed out. The proctor tells Naruto, this fight's not over, kid. Listen, you gotta go after them. Stop him from leaving the village. I'll help the other Jonin here to basically protect everyone else. Naruto quickly flies and cuts them off right outside the village, knocking out both Tomari and Kankuro quickly. Gara then begins to transform into the One Tails. Naruto looking up. Okay. My body, it's not completely gone yet. It hurts, but I think I can do it. He begins making signs. Summoning Jutsu! And he summons Gamapunta. Gamapunta, I need your help. You need my help, kid? With what? What the heck, kid? What did you do? Basically pointing at Shukaku or the One Tails. No, talk. More. Fight. Okay, kid. What's the plan? The kid on top? I feel if we damage him, the transformation might shut down. Okay, kid. How are we going to do that? Okay, listen. Just need to get me close and hold the big guy still just for maybe a second. And I will do the rest. Naruto, making a shadow clone, only one, because that's basically all he can do at this point, sends it off to another area. Okay, we got one shot at this. Let's do it. As Naruto jumps onto Chief Toad on his back, he basically grounds himself and gets ready. As they charge, Chief Toad grabs onto the One Tails as Nara flies at Gara, just trying to punch him in the face. But knowing this would happen, Gara slaps him away. Gamapunta's like, no! But as he slaps him away, a clone from behind then screams, Kaioken, decoy, thundershock surprise! Grabbing onto Gara, shocking him until the transformation stops and just completely halts. Naruto begins to fall and remember what Roshi told him. Do not push. Do not use Kaioken at any multiplier. Your body is not ready for it. We haven't trained enough. 1 week is not enough to learn this technique. Sorry, pervy Roshi. I just couldn't listen. As he's falling, Sasuke catches him from out of nowhere, and Gara is caught by Kankuro, who just woke up. Naruto, you idiots. You just get better and better, don't you? I guess so, Sasuke. Right before Kankuro takes away Gara, Naruto yells, "Wait!" Listen, Gara. You and me aren't so different. But I have friends that kept me from going over the edge. Please, let me be your ally. Even after all of this, I know you are just like me. I sat alone. I was berated by the village. I could have ended up just like you. Alone. But I don't want you to be alone anymore, Gara. I don't want you to struggle. Gara looks at Naruto, and you can see in his eyes that he really, really thought about what Naruto just said. Gara, Temari, and Kankuro just leave as Sasuke has Naruto on his back, running him back to the village. Naruto just passes out from exhaustion. And that is the end of this episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And comment down below any suggestions for this what if, or maybe even future what ifs that I can get into. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really do. I enjoyed making it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace.